friends. It's Tracey and Violet from Tea Time with Tracey and Violet. Violet's just right over there. She's too scared to jump up here because I just brought stuff. I have some books to show you for me to open tonight. I just put the kids to bed. I'm about to watch an awesome November movie. You guys might know it. You should know it. Shame on you if you don't. No, just kidding. But Purple Rain by, well, Prince, you know, Purple Rain. You know, Purple Rain. I'm a huge Prince fan, just so you know. And I always watch this movie in November. It's fantastic. Anyways, I have, these books have been trailing in. And I know it seems like I have a lot of book hauls. So maybe I have a problem, but there's worse problems in the world than buying books. Here, you can see these are thrift books. I buy these books secondhand. There, and I actually, now that I think of it, a couple of weeks ago, I got some books from Indigo here. I had a doctor's appointment and haven't even touched the books in there, but I'll show you. So this is going to be kind of a bigger haul than I was anticipating, but I'm having a cup of tea. Violet, there she is. Yeah, I'm having a cup of tea. I just grabbed her. She was right at the forefront. I think she's been out before. This is the New Brunswick tartan. Am I right? Yes, New Brunswick. I'm in Nova Scotia. New Brunswick is our neighboring province. And yeah, she wanted to come out. I love the shape of her. Like, look at that. There's gold down at the bottom, up around the top. Pow! Right in the kisser, right there. And she has gold all around her arm, both sides, and on her elbow. Like, she's decked to the nine. And there. So I'm having a ginger and lime tea, and I'm using my Nova Scotia teapot. This is not ready yet, but it's good and hot. And I want to open some books because I'm dying to see what I got. I have a couple of videos to make, but I'll probably just make this one tonight. But this one comes from Awesome Books. Secondhand. I don't mind secondhand books. I know I've said it before. I'll say it again. Yeah. It's a hardcover one. And this one is called Tall Bones. Look at that. An upside down church. I think this is some sort of a thriller. In a town full of secrets, it's hard to tell where the truth lies. And I think it might be some sort of a religious thing. Doesn't really have a synopsis on the front, on the back. When a 17-year-old Emma leaves her best friend Abigail at the party in the woods, she believes that their lives are just beginning. Many things will happen that night, but Emma will never see her friend again. Abby's disappearance cracks open a facade of a small town in Whistling Ridge, its intimate history of long-held grudges and resentment. Even within Abby's family, there are questions to be asked. Of Noah, the older brother whom Abby betrayed. Of Jude, the shining younger sibling who hides his battle scars. Of Dolly, her mother, and Samuel, her father, both enthralled to this fire and brimstone preacher who holds the entire town in his grasp. Then there is Rat, the outsider whose presence in the town both unsettles and excites those around him. Anything could happen in Whistling Ridge. This tender box of a small town rage, and all it will take is just one spark, the truth of what really happened that night out in the Tall Bones. Ooh! Fire and brimstone. That's kind of a party, huh? Anyways, this one. I think I've seen somebody mention this. I need to take better notes. I need to take notes of who I get these suggestions from. But since I bought these secondhand, they cost a fraction of what I'd have to pay for that in a store. And this like what it says $12.99. Is that pounds or something? Like this might be a UK cover. I don't know. It doesn't even have the Canadian price what this would be. So that's kind of cool. All right, this is from Thrift Books. I need to text that tea again because I'm dying here. I'm dying. Yeah, it's been a long day. It's pretty chilly outside. And I can't make a fire because I need to get my chimney cleaned. So I'm using my furnace. But there's nothing like a wood fire. But I can't use it because I don't want to burn my house down. So I'm waiting for my chimney sweeper to come on Friday. Anyways, for goodness sakes. There's 3 books in here. Okay, this one is by Tim Levin. I've seen one person mention this, and this seems really interesting to me. It's called Berserk. And what I recall of what somebody mentioned about it, this married couple, but I think they're separated. One of their child goes missing down in South America. Is that right? Anyways, they come together to go try to find their child, and something finds them. I don't know if it's a monster or a berserker or what, but so on a dark night, the deserted field, Tom begins to unearth a mass grave where he hopes and fears that he will find his son's remains. He finds instead madness, corpses in chains, dead bodies that still move and grasp and clutch, and one little girl, dead and rotting, who promises to help Tom find what he's looking for, if only he will free her. That sounds a little cray-cray, doesn't it? Creepy child. Okay, here's 2. Looks like it's the series. I don't know if there's another one that goes with this, but it's Plague of the Dead and Survivors. First time in print by Z.A. Wright. How would you say that? An awesome zombie novel by David Moody. I have a few of David Moody books, which I haven't read yet. This is another one of those zombie apocalypse. So I can't imagine it just being 2. I read duet books all the time, but that's more like taboo romance and things. I don't generally read 2 books of a horror series, but maybe, I don't know. All I'll say is zombie. It's a Morningstar. The Morningstar Strain is what the series is called. So, zombie. Okay. I won't read the back of all of them because eventually I will read all these books and I'll read them then. But for ones I really can't get a grasp on what they are. Oh, this is, I put those books upstairs. There's a video coming out. Well, by the time this video is posted, that one should be already posted. But this is book 2 of that werewolf book that I read in the month of October. That book was Ravenous. This is book 2 to that, and I had ordered it secondhand. And exciting. Yeah, I don't know whether I'm going to read this right away. I would like to, but I have other books that I want to read. But book 2 of the werewolf book that I read in October. Now that book, the Ravenous book, does end. It just leaves some things open and then a peek into, oh my God, this is not over. And then you go on to Bestial. But yeah, I got it. Exciting. I don't think I could get this on Amazon. Some of these books I can't get on Amazon, and I can't get brand new unless you buy it on Amazon and it's like $300 or $400. I don't know if this was one of those books. I forget. But that's where Thrift Books and all those other kind of book selling places that you can find used books, as long as you don't mind used books, you can get things at a good price. And if you've been watching my videos for a little while now, not that I've been doing this channel for very long, you know I don't mind. I don't mind reading just about anything. The crazier the better sometimes. And speaking of that, This book you can't buy anymore. This is off the market. This is, I think, 3 books in it. One of the books in here, they don't even print anymore. It's called Rage. Like Stephen King, and these are Stephen King books, like shorter stories. You can buy The Long Walk. You can buy The Running Man. I'm assuming you can buy Roadwork, but you cannot buy Rage. And Rage is in this, but they don't print it anymore. But I got it, and excuse me, it sounds kind of morbid, but they took it off the market because of all the tragedies of school shootings and things like that, which is absolutely heinous and heartbreaking. But the story in here, Rage, was found in the bedrooms of some of the people that did those horrible things. So they decided to take it off the market, and I wanted to read it because I want to see. It's no laughing matter in that sense, but I'm just like, wow, they took one of Stephen King's books off the market. I need to see what that book is. So I don't mind reading it. My kids don't read any of these books anyways. They're up in my attic, and they don't like to go up in the attic unless it's with me. Oh, this is hot, but it's delicious. But I had originally wanted to buy The Long Walk anyways, but then I came across this, and The Long Walk's in it, so that's good. And the other books too, so yeah, Thrift Books. I think I paid around $20 for that still, but I had to have it. So yeah, that one. So let's see. I am, unfortunately, maybe not unfortunately, but I'm one of those people that say I can't do something. I want to do it. So don't tell me I can't do something, or you're just asking for me to do it. Or people tell me, oh, you shouldn't read that, or you shouldn't listen to that, or you shouldn't play that. Well, you can't tell me what to do. But here's another one of those zombie. I figured there must be a trilogy. Maybe there's more than that. So the Morning Strain zombie books. And that's good. They're not very long. I mean, they're not tiny, but they're just under 300 pages, 297 pages, this book. That's a good size book for me. I enjoy anywheres between like 250 and 1,000 pages are the books that I like to read if possible. So that's, yeah, that one. Okay, I have one more to open, and then I'll show you the indigo because I want to share, and then I want to drink my tea, and then I want to watch Purple Rain, and then I want to go to bed. My husband's, he's gone away for a few days, so I can just do this. I mean, it's not that he wouldn't watch that. He knows that movie too. He really likes Prince too, but yeah, he's not that kind of movie watcher these days. But oh, Silence of the Lambs. I wanted to read this last month, but I was waiting for this book to come. And I watched this movie several times, but I recently watched I think back in September up in my attic. I have a VHS lounge, like a couple TVs and like shelves of VHS movies of old, funky, cool, horror, bizarre. My taste in movies are like my taste in books. They could be anything. So I watched Silence of the Lambs in a thunderstorm with Violet. The kids were at school, and it was downpouring. It was on my other channel, Nova Scotia Living, like when I did it, but I'm sure it was back in September. Anyway, since then, I hadn't watched Silence of the Lambs for years, and I really, really liked it. And I'm like, oh my God, I need to read that book. I know there's 3 books in this series, but I'm like, I want to read this one anyways. And it's the movie cover. I know that's not the original cover, but so I'm going to do that. Exciting. Yeah, that would be a perfect November read, I think. Yeah. So that's all the books that I had to open that I knew were coming, but I didn't know what was in those packages. So I'll quickly show you what's in here. Yeah, this one I didn't get at Indigo. I got at a, what was the store called? Rossi? I don't know. It was $4.99. It was a Dean Koontz Frankenstein one, but then I realized I think there's 4 books in this series, and this is the last one. I didn't realize that when I bought it, but it was $4.99, and it was Frankenstein. So I'll look into what the other series is, what people think of it, and see if I can find it, and it might be something that it's right up my alley. The rest of the stuff I did get at Indigo. And it was kind of more of the mainstream books that you see, like, people talk about. Some of them are newer. I don't insist on buying the newest books. I'm interested, and I like to hear what people talk about, and what's coming out, and their thoughts. And oftentimes I agree with them, oftentimes I don't. It depends on the book. Depends if I read it, of course. But one of them is The Hunting Party by Lisa Foley. Never read anything by her. And she has another one, I think. Is she the one that does the guest list? I think I have that too. So I haven't read any of those yet, but those are the ones I hear people talk about all the time. So I need to see what the big whoop is. I guess the guest list has to do with a wedding party or something. This is obviously a hunting party in the woods or something. And it's kind of like a whodunit is my understanding. So that one. And then I got a Paul Tremblay one, Survivor Song. Never read anything. I have a couple books of his too. I plan on reading. But these were 2 for $15, so I got Survivor Song. And this sounds pretty interesting. It's a virus that is spread by saliva. Those infected, both animals and humans, quickly lose their minds and are driven to bite and infect as many others as they can before they die or are killed. Yes, please. Yeah, that's pretty cool. I would read this for sure. So, this is not super old, but I've never read Gone Girl. I've never seen the movie Gone Girl. I don't even know what it's about. But I hear people say this is a hard book to beat in regards to thriller, suspense, murder, something. I've never read Gone Girl. I do have another book by Gillian Flynn, Sharp Objects. Is that her? I don't know. Is that her? Anyways, I want to read this because I need to see what the big whoop is about this, because almost anybody that reads thrillers or this isn't so much horror, I don't think, rave about this book, and I've never read it. Don't even know what the movie's about. So I'd rather not even read the back of it so I can go into it completely blind to get my own sense of what I think about it. So I got that one. Why not? I'll jump on that bandwagon, I guess. I didn't realize this was an older one, but I've heard people talk about this. Not a whole lot, but The Yellow Wallpaper. And my understanding of what this is like a series of short stories, and generally I don't like short stories. It starts off with a woman in a yellow room with yellow wallpaper, and she's either sick or something, I don't know, but then it goes into short stories, and the outside person, like the lady in the room, is either telling these stories or these stories are in her mind and they all intertwine and then it all connects in the end or something. It all connects in the end or something. I don't really know. So it was $6. I thought, okay, just a one-off when I don't know what to read. I'll pick The Yellow Wallpaper. And then I got Mallory, the sequel to Bird Box, which I do have Bird Box and I haven't read that. I plan on reading that this winter. I thought I'll get book 2 so I can read book 1 and book 2 all at the same time. So I can catch up and I'll know what the whole story is. So I've never seen Bird Box, the movie. I don't want to see the movie until I read the book. And now there's Mallory, which I think takes place 15 years after Bird Box or something. And I didn't realize Bird Box is like this too. It's not a very long book. Like, they're not super long. Like, just under 300 pages. So that one. And last but not least, I had no idea this was a big popular book. I just seen that pretty 30% off. I got The Last House on Needless Street and I liked the cover. And then I get home and I look it up because I really didn't know about it. I really didn't. And a lot of people are talking about this book. This is like a popular book. I had no idea. And I don't really know. I think I've read the back of it or something. Has to do with a house and a man and a cat. I guess the cat likes to read the Bible or something, but I really don't know what this is about. I just thought maybe it's a haunted house because I like haunted houses, and I don't know. So I got it 30% off. And in Canada, like, this was regular $23.99, so 30% off of that. And then in Indigo, they have a Plum Rewards card. I don't have one, but my husband does. So I used his Plum Plus card, so it knocked even more off. So that was awesome. It knocked more off of the whole thing. But that's my book haul, and I'm sticking to it. So I'm already started reading a book today. I just finished a book last night, and I needed a cleanser. It was that kind of a book. But I'll get into that in another video. But before I do anything else, I'm going to watch Prince, The Purple Rain. I seen him in concert one time in 2010. Oh, I just love him. I love everything about him. Yeah, so anyways, guys, I'm going to say peace, love, and happiness today and every single day. Please like, share, and subscribe if you so choose. But if not, that's okay too. I still love ya. I still want all the happiness in the world for each and every one of you out there. I certainly do. I really, really honest and truly do. Yes, I do. So thanks for joining me today and seeing the books I got. And I'll eventually talk about them all. So there you go. All right, guys. Well, with that, I'll say have a good night or have a good morning. And I might see you tomorrow. Bye. Bloop.